Hey everybody, according to an article today by the Las Vegas Review-Journal and Richard Velota, in that publication owned by Las Vegas Sands, or the company and family of Las Vegas Sands CEO Sheldon Adelson, Mr. Adelson and his family met with Oakland Raiders owner Mark Davis this week and Nevada's Clark County Commissioner Steve Sisolak, among others, and discussed detailed stadium planning issues. For example, interior and exterior design, signage, pour rights, stadium sponsorship and naming rights issues, and concessions and labor contracts. Very detailed stadium issues, laying out plans for a new stadium for the Oakland Raiders in Las Vegas if the NFL gives approval. But I want you to think about this. Sheldon Adelson is a casino owner, not just a casino owner, a casino magnate. He has sat down with Mark Davis, the owner of the NFL's Oakland Raiders, and planned a stadium. And not only this and that, folks, and I want you to really think about this, okay? The matters that they are discussing regarding stadium sponsorship, naming rights, and other revenue-associated topics are not done out of charity from the perspective of Mr. Adelson. He wants a cut of those revenues because he's putting in at least $650 million, perhaps more, into the construction of this stadium, or if the NFL gives approval. Then, according to a quote from Andy Aboud, the Las Vegas Sands Government Affairs representative in the same article, the other idea that was discussed is that the National Football League has stated, according to the article, that they're interested in the revenue streams that would be generated from the stadium, and Andy Aboud says they may want to cut. Now, Aboud says this. The problem in the article is that it's not stated who represents the NFL, because sometimes a person will talk to Mark Davis and they'll twist it and say the NFL said this, as opposed to Mark Davis, okay? Or is it Eric Grubman, the National Football League stadium point person? That was not made clear in the article. But the big takeaway is this. You have planning for a situation where the National Football League, via its owner Mark Davis and the entity itself in the NFL, would work with Sheldon Adelson and allow Adelson, a casino owner, to be a partner in the planning, design, development, and construction of a stadium, then take money from that stadium in revenue, that Sheldon Adelson's cut, and then as well set up a situation for the NFL to take money from the stadium. That means that the NFL's anti-gambling words are complete hypocrisy. Because not only would the NFL have allowed a situation in Las Vegas where Sheldon Adelson is all but a team owner, it would set up a situation where they're basically cheek, but they, being a casino owner, is cheek by jowl with the very game that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has said to want to protect from gambling, all the way to the point of disallowing fundraisers to be held next to gambling establishments. That's right. In recent court cases, that was the outcome, as recently as last year. But here we have this situation developing as I speak to you. As I speak to you. As I speak to you. And on top of that, according to the article, the Oakland Raiders and Las Vegas Sands are the developers. Of course, Majestic Realty is out because they left September 15th, and for reasons that were unexplained, but did so before the affirmative vote of the Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Committee to allow the recommendation by the Nevada legislature for the $750 million subsidy. Okay. So that's the situation. County Commissioner Steve Sisolak had said that he wanted this news out there so that the public would understand that something was going on. They too were doing something because Oakland is doing something. So there's this competition, right? But what he's done is let the cat come out of the bag and shown us a picture of a dark NFL future. One where the NFL has broken all of its policy ties to the past, all of its words, all of its statements, and not only allowed a team in Las Vegas, but one that was whose stadium was directly financed and built and designed by a casino magnate, who then gives money to the National Football League. I want you to think about that. That's the NFL's dark future in development. Meanwhile, Oakland does it right. City and county cooperate, come to an agreement, work on a stadium plan, or as they say, a framework for a stadium plan, identify a primary master developer, an organizer in the lot group, a financier in Fortress Investments, and are poised to move forward if the NFL simply gives them the green light and Mark Davis behaves accordingly. But it's clear that's not happening. You've got Eric Grudman's confusing statements, his apparent desire to allow a situation where Goldman Sachs gets to enjoy a huge fee payday from basically helping to issue bonds based on this $750 million subsidy. And then you've got Sheldon Adelson working directly with the casino owner, working directly with Mark Davis to design, develop, and build and finance an NFL stadium in Las Vegas, and then ostensibly for the NFL to take some revenue cut from it. That, folks, paints a very dark picture of an NFL gone wrong. Stay tuned. Let's hope that picture does not come out. We have to work and make sure that it does not. Stay tuned.